I was just talking to Ryan, and we just
Oh, I haven't seen Ryan yet.
just over there, and we were talking about the shape of your body, and like we've decided to call it the Jackman, and we're going to start to like see if there's any possible way to kind of make that into an official term in terms of the
like a noun? Make
yeah,
it a Jackman.
yeah, why not? The Jackman.
Yeah, this is Ryan trying to deflect from that guy who was ripped in this movie. And by the way, what he was doing, the stuff he did, the sword stuff he did was probably some of the best stuff I've ever seen an actor do. He was training Christmas Day, New Year's Day. He was like an animal getting ready for that thing. So, man, you see him in the movie. There's no body doubles. That's him.
And speaking of the animal, when you go into that place of Wolverine,
Yep.
what do you think of? Like, how do you get to the that craziness?
I'm not going to tell you exactly what I think
What
of.
process is
because that's probably, I'm not even sure if I tell a therapist all those things, but, mate, you know, all of us have it. There's well, not every day, but there's moments where anger is something that's within us all. It's actually natural to humans. You know, I mean, thankfully we choose most of the time to get around life in a different way. But for me as an actor, I mean, there's a couple of things I do every day when I train. In the morning, I play very kind of full-on heavy metal, kind of angry music, and I kind of think of the character while I'm training, if that makes sense. I don't have the mutton chops on or the claws, but mentally, because that's who Wolverine is. When things get tough, when it's hard, he kind of goes to the next level.
Does that make you a calm person after the shoot? Then
Absolutely.
you're just like doo-be-doo,
I gotta
flowers,
tell you,
butterflies.
this movie and this character is like therapy. I mean, it's awesome. It's been therapy for my entire family too. There was also on X-Men 2, I was given a blow-up punching bag with my face on it, and I was like, this is awesome, and I blew it up, put it straight in my son's room, and every time I sent him to his room, I can hear him wailing on it, you know? I thought, this is going to save me thousands of dollars in therapy in the future.
Is it true that your son acknowledges that you're Wolverine when he's trying to chat up girls? Is
Yeah.
that what? And
Yep.
he doesn't talk about you.
To me, I asked him just the other day because someone had asked me that, and I asked him, I said, you know, what do you think of this character? He goes, yeah, it's all right. It's okay. Like that, you know, he hasn't seen it yet, but he's very quiet with me, but I will hear him go up to, he did it just the other day. A group of about 3 girls, I'm guessing, they were 14, 15. He walks straight up and goes, hey, you know, my dad's Hugh Jackman. They're like, yeah, and he goes, oh, look, just over there. And I'm like, oh, you know, I'm putting my head down. And he's like bringing him over and he goes, hey, Dad, how about a few autographs for the girls? I'm like, this is all wrong. I'm pimping for my son.
You are. You're like fodder for his future love life.
Yeah, exactly.
To kind of also take on the role of the producer and stuff, how was it? How do you break between like acting and then all of a sudden like dealing with the day-to-day, or do you have somebody else kind of helping you out with?
No. What happens is it's 18 months before you start filming, where you're involved with everything. And there are times when it can become a little frenetic and I just have to, the day-to-day, put it down, or I can't deal with all the emails, or if I'm in the middle of a scene, I'll just put it away. But generally, I have to say I preferred the acting in this because I was so intimately involved with every aspect of the film, from the script right through. So,
does it make you want to be a producer for all your other projects that you're working on in the future? Or?
In a way. It's hard work being a producer, you know, and I just wanted to really protect this character. I'd had this movie in my head for a while, and I wanted to make sure we kept the rawness in it and a little bit of that dark edge in it, and I wanted to make sure that badass quality of Wolverine was there. So that's sort of why I mainly wanted to sign on first, to protect the character.
I know that your career kind of took off later in your years, and so I'm just wondering, to have success in the 30s and stuff like that, what was it like? Did you feel that it was better for you now? Do you mean if you got it at 21, would it have been a different experience for you?
I'm sure.
Would you have been the same, or do you feel like?
I'm sure. I don't really feel like I had much idea of who I was till I was around 24, 25 in general, you know. I think it's very important as an actor to kind of have a pretty good handle on yourself and on the world and what you believe in and what you think it's all about. So when all this craziness happens, and it's a little bit of craziness, you know, it's something you can enjoy rather than be overwhelmed by. And also, the most important thing to me is my family, and I was married before all this happened, and that's, I think it must be very hard if you're famous to try and meet someone. That must be really tough, you know.
I have to ask you for a favor because I've been following you on Twitter.
Twitter.
Yes. My request is because I'm also on Twitter,
Yes.
and I'm just wondering if you can possibly Twitter
Be your
me.
friend?
Yes, or Twitter me a note.
If you write down
I will
your
write
thing.
it down, and if you can tell me how you thought about this interview, that would
Okay,
be
mate.
awesome. We
All
can
right,
talk
buddy.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
No worries.
Really nice
If
talking to you.
you write that and leave it
Yes,
with
I
me,
will
then.
definitely.